Well, hello, everyone. Happy New Year, 2024. Hooray! Bye-bye, 2023. Lots of great things, some kind of crappy things, and all good, wonderful, expiring things in 2024. That's what we're hoping for. Let's vision that. So do feel free to say hi to each other in the chat where you're listening from, whether you have any animals with you. Loving your background, John. Beautiful. I've actually asked Grace. Grace wanted to be here, and I said, not tonight, darling, because she's really woofy at the moment. And I think she'd just woof through the whole thing. And I have to keep putting it on mute. She was woofing this morning through the 7 days of rest. She's chatty. Okay, so is there anyone new here? Is this your first power up? Show me your hand if you're brand new. Anyone? No one? Or put in the chat if you're new, if you're camera shy. Bo, are you new? You got your digital hand up? Oh no, Wendy, you've got your digital hand up. Wendy, I don't think you're new. Are you? I don't think so. I'm new. Orla, hello, Orla, welcome. You are in a safe place.
Looks
Leah's
like
not been here for a while.
Looks like Nina Gidband is new also.
Oh, I missed one. Thank you. Yeah, if you don't put it in the chat, I don't always see the hands. And Claire's here, not usually here for the live. So fabulous. And loving your commitment to the pride and to your development in 2024. There's something very different, I feel, about the live sessions. And do put in the chat if you feel that too, than listening to the replays. Replays are great because I do understand not everyone can be here for a live meeting every month. But the energy that you bring individually and then together for us as a community does make a big difference to these live sessions, I feel. And so that our own inner and outer transformation, so personally, and then our external energetic effect on those people that we are energetically sharing this space with. Jean says, yes, definitely live is best. And Leah, yes, love being here live. Hooray! Delphina too. I like live too. Hooray! All right. So if you're new, just go with the flow. No pressure. See what happens. Nothing happens. That's okay. And just be part of the experience and go with the flow of it. I'm going to begin by lighting my candle again. It's getting a lot of action, this candle, which is good. Oh. So I'd like to open sacred space for all of us here. The animals, those listening to the replays. Let's create a safe container for us to open our hearts to connect and communicate with the species who has chosen to come forward this month for all of us and our development, and for them and their development. May we listen acutely with our hearts wide open and receive the messages and wisdom for our soul that needs to be heard. So, speak of you. At the beginning, I like to do a poll, and the poll is going to be for the previous month's species, and that is the seal, the true seal. So if you have looked at the knowledge in sacred action sheet for the seal, please cast your vote now for which conservation group you would like to benefit from our Pride Make a Difference donation. And just to explain again that this isn't anything extra that's being asked of you. This comes out of your subscription every month or every year that you're a member, and is given forward to the species who comes and spends time with us. So it's very reciprocal. They give us so much energy, guidance, healing, transformation, and we reciprocate. We reciprocate with making a difference, donation, but of course, energetically, we are reciprocating all the time as well, because we are listening, we are curious, we are open. And there is so much that can be changed through our intention to hear, to receive what these animals want to share with us. That creates real heart transformation, not just for ourselves, but for them as well. And through that heart transformation, we are raising our frequency, and everything in the universe is about frequency. And we are helping raise the frequency of our planet and our planet's frequency within the cosmos. So how big is that? Just by showing up for a power up, we are powering up the cosmos. It's true. Get your head around that. The cosmos. That's how powerful we are with our intention. Okay, any other votes? Anyone else? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the voting is Cornwall Seal Group Research Trust, 34%, Harp Seals, 20%, and the Seal Protection Action Group, 46%. Okay. So what happens now is that I will, oh, I didn't share that results with you. Very sorry. It's true what I said. This week, probably tomorrow, I will action that donation to them, and you'll be able to find that in the Pride portal, in the site that you just use your login details to enter into that Pride portal, and click on the Make a Difference tab, and you'll be able to see that donation and all of the other donations and all the other conservation groups that members have been able to support by being a member. Okay. Next we come to the teaser. So the first one in to see whether you can guess this species. Anyone, without even a tease. Anyone got it? Feel with your heart. Cheetah, no. Jellyfish, no. Okay. Spider, no. Let me tell you about this species a little bit. So this species is terrestrial. They evolved over the last 600,000 years. They are at a vulnerable status. There are only 22,000 to 31,000 remaining in the world. They are pagophilic. Pagophilic. Less than 2% of their hunts are successful. No one, I'm checking the chat. No one's got it yet. Okay. This is all going to be a bit of a giveaway now. Let me see. They're patient. Nope, none of them. They are a talented swimmer. This has got you beat, hasn't it? They can swim 6 miles per hour. Catherine, she's on it. Well done, polar bear. Catherine is the winner. They have black skin. The oil and gas industries affect their habitat, plus other things. They can smell prey up to 1 kilometer away. They stalk their prey. They have 42 razor sharp teeth. Maybe I should have gone with that earlier. They have a blue tongue and 3 eyelids. And they're called Ursus. Ursus. Ursus? Ursus. I think it's Ursus. Yeah, so hagophilic means that they're also of the ocean. No, of the ice. Terrestrial and of the ice. So the polar bears have come. Here they are. Look, I brought one with you. This communication is probably one of our shortest ones, but I wouldn't say that that diminishes it in any way. Let me know what you think after. If this is your very first power up, then wow, what a one to come in on. Just saying, this is a good one. I think it would help if I just bring you into a heart space a little bit more before we begin. Okay. So I'm also, for those of you that like to see an image because you're more visual, I'm gonna give you this image to look at. All right, so I invite you now to have your feet on the ground. I think it's really important to be really grounded for this species. So if you're lying down, just for a moment, put your feet on the floor. And then rest your hands however you wish to rest them and close your eyes. And focus on your breathing. So observing your breath coming in through your nose. And then out through your mouth. Breathe in over the count of 3, your own count. And then out over the count of 3. Breathing in over the count of 4. And out over the count of 4. And keep breathing in your own rhythm as you're slowing your breath down and bringing yourself more present to this moment with your intention to connect with Polar Bear. And then take your awareness down to the soles of your feet. And feel them deeply connected to the surface beneath. And imagine that Mother Earth is coming up with her 2 hands to hold the soles of your feet. And she's pulsing earth energy through her hand chakras into your soul chakras, sole of your foot. And this energy is pulsing up from earth as a gift to you. And you might see it as a colored light. Whatever resonates with you. And feel that energy pulsing up your legs. Into your hips. And up your spine. And then out through the top of your head. Through the crown chakra. And keep feeling that energy pulsing into the soles of your feet, up your legs, your spine, through your head, and out of your crown chakra. Keep breathing and allowing yourself to deeply root your connection with earth energy. She is literally holding the soles of your feet. You might be aware of the energy also extending out from the chakras in the palms of your hand. You might be aware of this energy going out through your third eye, your throat chakra, also beaming out of your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root, in all directions. And bringing your awareness to your heart, take a moment to thank Mother Earth for this grounding energy, for anchoring you, for cleansing away anything that will not serve your communication with Polar Bear, and for helping you to bring yourself to this present moment. And keep this energy alive within yourself, within your whole body, your heart, your hand chakras. And I will now move on to sharing with you Polar Bear. I am Polar Bear, King of the North, ancient seer, Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Prophet of Wisdom, I am of the land and the sea. You have been chosen as our prophets of change with your pure hearts, your good intentions. We come among you of many different kinds of species joining with you in the great cycle of life to support your endeavors. We are all working for the light. We all align with the Great Mother. We all wish to sustain life. We have chosen you, and you have chosen you. You are here for a sole purpose. With divine intention. Because you, human, you care. You care so beautifully. Your heart is so open and expressive and kind. And you are the champions of the future planet. It is not difficult. Do not worry that it will be hard. It is with the purest essence of your heart that changes everything. It is simple. Simple. We invite your inner healer to come forward. That part of you who loves, animals, who loves plants, who loves rocks, mountains, the earth herself. We invite your healer to join us. Sit. Sit within our circle, surrounded by polar bears of this planet. You are safe within us. We are your protector, and we hold you in the highest esteem. Sit on the ice with us. On the frozen water. The water that nourishes life. Water that is the essence of all. Memory of everything. The giver. You may join your hands with each other. You may put your hands together. You may rest your hands as you wish. The point being, relax, and now focus. Look at the bears in front of you. Into their face. And their eyes. What do you recognize when you look into their eyes? Do you see yourself in them? We see ourselves in you. Your light shines brightly. It illuminates all around. In every direction. Can you see us now? Can you see our light? You, within our circle, us, in circle around you, beaming brightly, the essence of who we are. Light, energy. If you are with us, join us now, sending out love from your very core to all that exists for the highest evolution. May we all evolve, raising our vibration into a greater existence. We are the beacons of light for those who struggle to shine, for those who suffer, are silenced, are restricted. We together anchor the brightest light to lift others. How do your hands feel now? How has your breathing altered? Are you aware of the change in your energy field? Can you see us now with the purest love, with no fear, seeing us from your heart, releasing thoughts, entering into pure connection? Each of you has a polar bear waiting to embrace you. If you feel, if you wish to enter into this embrace, walk gently now to your bear. And feel their arms wrap around you. Feel the gentle embrace holding you close. You are safe. We now suggest you talk with your bear or sit quietly with them. Enjoy the embrace. If you have questions, enter into an exchange with them now. We embrace this time with you together. We are grateful for your healing vibration for all. We are open to being with you whenever you call us. The more we connect, the greater our connection. The more we both benefit. Feel the difference in your heart now. Look at your energy field around your body. Has it changed? Where is your frequency now? We polar bears may revisit you. But for now, we see a huge shift. And we are grateful that this has been so impactful and positive. We embrace you and your light. And we invite you to join us to share your healing love at any time. Any time. Breathing yourself back to your body awareness and where you are seated or lying down. Gently bringing your awareness back to your room. Keep breathing yourself back to your space. Gently moving your body. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So I would like to invite you now. Make a few notes if you need to of your experience if you weren't able to make notes during it because it's quite powerful. And when you feel able to put into words or to write into words what you experienced, either raise your digital hand by clicking on reactions, then raise hand, or write something into the chat for us all to share in. And I'm going to come to you, Viv, in one moment. I know that Jean has just gone, wow. And she's connected with the polar bear Christmas card she gave this year. And such a powerful experience. Okay, Viv, let's see. There you go.
Okay, so I just need to go back to yesterday with Polar Bear, who came in yesterday. So I might be 24 hours in front, but after his profound words that were very short, I had a 4-page communication with my own polar bear. And my instructions on top of that were to just feel the energy today. So I'm thinking it's going to be good. So that's exactly what I've just done. And for me, the polar bears represent the dream time, the imagination energy, which is what we create, come into the physical. But they're ancient, they're beyond ancient. And my polar bear's name is oneness.
Ah.
So that is the energy that we are surrounded by 24/7 when you are open in your heart center. And the more that you open your heart center, that is what is there in complete, absolute support. So for me, it's absolute joy beyond joy.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. They're so beautiful. And interestingly, it was only yesterday at that point in the 7 days when I realized it was polar bear for the pride as well. I was like, I don't know if you noticed, I went, okay. I did a little, okay, it's you. Because I'd been waiting to find out. And it was just that moment when I realized who it was. Oh, I can't hear you now, love. Have you muted yourself? There you go.
I asked the question when we started, is it the same polar bear other than my polar bear? And he went, oh, yes. And I'm going, oh, cool. We'll just party.
Oh, well, you're communicating really, really brilliantly. Well done. Love it. Marie, let's come to you, my love.
Hi.
Hi.
When you first started, I just went into complete white with some rainbow light. And I just felt like when you said oneness, I got that as well. And then the polar bear, basically, I just felt like so spiritual and so white and just the vast oneness. I'm very connected to water. So I just felt like the whole thing, I couldn't really focus in on an actual polar bear, but the energy was just so beautiful. And so a lot of rainbow light and just the oneness of all that is. And when they held us, it just felt so amazing. And my heart, when you said, feel your heart, my heart was like circling and so much more powerful by the end. So it was really beautiful. Thank you.
Wow, that's wonderful. And do you have any idea why it was circling and why it felt bigger at the end?
I think that, I believe that the heart chakras move, counterclockwise or clockwise. I can't remember which one. But I just think it woke up my heart and it just made it even more powerfully open.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
They were fabulous. Thank you for sharing, Mala. Okay, Elizabeth, there you go. There you go. That's it.
Here.
Hello.
Hi. What a gift to be here today. The synchronicities are emotionally touching. 50 years ago, actually, maybe even a little bit more, I had a vision that was a rainbow sphere and a polar bear from the center of the rainbow sphere came right at me as I awoke. And the message was to leave the school system. Your soul is being affected. And I changed grades. I didn't leave. A year later, the rainbow sphere came again, and the polar bear came at me so forcibly that I was on the floor. And I resigned that day to embark on the life I have lived till now. I have had it's really emotional because I have been healing myself, not going to any structured system from a stroke experience, and have moved through incredible situations, awareness of the brain, and paralysis, neurology, etc. And I'm at the point where I could be walking, and there has been a holdup there that I haven't been able to move through. And it's the polar bear coming in today, affirmed the walking, affirmed total health, and said you were taken out on purpose during these years to know your worth and what you are further to give and share. And so I am so grateful that I came aboard today. Thank you.
That's so, so moving, my darling. I'm so glad that you shared that with us. And wow, what an affirmation for you. You have such a strong, powerful connection with polar bear, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah. And I so admire your own self-healing and taking control of your own body, your own energy, and moving yourself forward through that healing experience as well.
well, it's leaving the school system, because I taught honoring the genius in every soul that came in my classes, giving each individual programs, and those students have reached out to find me and how it's affected their lives. So I didn't want to leave. But the polar bear had other awareness that has taken me into an extraordinary journey of living here on Earth as a healer, a teacher, a communicator.
Yeah, so, so powerful. Yeah, all of your life has been very purposeful and very healing, I think, for those that you touch and for your own self-awareness. Amazing, Elizabeth. I'm so, so grateful that you shared this, because it's so personal.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I've learned from each, but the animals have been the ones who have opened up the gates.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why many of us are here, I think, because of their opening our gates. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, my love. Amber, coming to you. There you go.
Hi.
Hello.
Excuse me. Gosh, that first moment when Polar Bear appeared, to me, he seemed absolutely huge, like a giant, literally like a giant the size of a house, completely majestic and powerful and otherworldly and of the light. It was really powerful and extraordinary. And I felt quite tearful he was talking about the importance of us stepping into our own power and our own light, and that all of us, no matter how small we might feel, that we had huge light within us. And at the end, when he was talking about how we'd all had a powerful shift and about our energy field, how did we feel? I felt completely surrounded by sort of pink and gold light, and so calm and deep and still and heart-centered. It was really extraordinary. So yeah, that was amazing, very, very powerful.
Wonderful. It's so nice to hear you share that, and that you had such a good communications. Beautiful. Thank you, Amber. Thank you so much. Okay, Delphina, coming to you. It's here.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, my love.
Oh, I cried so much today.
You cried so much.
I cried so much. It was like they were opening and helping me remember a part that was a little bit hidden. It felt like meeting like an ancient friend from the stars, like almost like meeting God in some way, because I felt like, yeah, I tear up again. It felt so heart opening and so like, oh, I know you. I know your eyes, and I know your being, and I know your energy, and we've met before. And then I remembered as a little girl, I had this polar bear cuddly toy always in my arms, and I completely forgot about that, but he reminded me of that. And yeah, they feel like such ancient teachers, and my crown chakra went open. And what was funny was that I had a New Year's celebration with a friend, and we were pulling animal cards, and polar bear came out, and he was like, "What do they actually stand for?" I said, like, not sure. I never really connected with them so much. So it was funny that they popped up now. Yeah, what happened during the communication was that he put his head like against my third eye. So, and that's when all the tearing also started. So I felt like they cleanse our lens to purity and to truly seeing who we are as a spiritual multi-dimensional being of love and light. And I felt like that's what they wanted to remind us of constantly, and that we have got the wisdom that they've got, we've also got within us. It just needs to be unlocked. That's what, yes, that's it.
That's quite a lot, though, isn't it? You mean
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And you weren't the only one that cried. Michelle says, "Me too, I cried the whole time, lots and lots of tears."
Ah,
You're in good
beautiful.
company. Beautiful,
It was good to
Delphine.
cry.
Yeah, good cry. A lot of, there's a lot of cleansing going on at the moment. I don't know if anyone else is feeling it, but there's a lot of releasing going on with the energies of the planet.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that too. Jean says, "Love that. Cleanse our lens." That's so
Cleanse our lens.
Cleanse our lens.
Hey, it rhymes. Yeah.
It does. It's fabulous. Thank you, my love.
Thank
That's
you.
great. Okay, let's see. Just go back a few, then I'll come to you, Laurel. Just read a few of these nice comments here. Orla said, "When we were grounding, I got the words majesty, king, and magi, as in three kings. In the circle, I felt a bear with ice blue eyes. Messages were, we are all one. It's time to shine." My energy felt like it was golden brown, and usually it feels like blue. So that's a nice change. And Leah said, polar bear shared with me that even though their numbers are dwindling in the flesh, they continue to be around in spirit form, like kind of like angels. They connect to the center of the earth through their pores and with another star system through their crown chakra, and give me the same experience. They're holders of ancient and ancestral wisdom. My bear communed with me under the northern lights. Yes, and the heart center to hold the love in the heart center. Beautiful. Sue said, I kept seeing the aurora northern lights in the background, somehow connected with the bears and love. Bears are both love and power. Yeah. And Sarah Jane was very aware of how grounded and more expanded my energy field felt in their invitation to connect. Yeah. Huh. And Yvonne, how funny is that? I love all these coincidences, which are really the universe letting us know what's coming into our energy field. So Yvonne was looking at a book from a friend from Svalbard this afternoon with polar bears on the cover. So there's a sign, there's a physical sign of the energy coming into your field. I should have guessed that it was them coming to connect with us. Yes, you could have won, but Catherine won. Could have guessed the teaser. Malia said, I understood that polar bears are choices that would get to come in as, I don't quite understand that. So it was very healing because I kind of feel sadness around them with their environment disappearing. And I was shown that they are an experience that souls come into, therefore not needed to be sad about. Being held was very healing, soft, love. And I felt so much lighter. It was incredible. Yeah, beautiful. If you write any more, I will come to them. I'm just going to come to Laurel now and give you a chance to speak, my darling. Hello.
Thank you. We're all in the circle. I went, as soon as we connected, I went right in for a hug. I was right there, and that comforting, that power, it balanced me. And so I saw my light being then stand beside the bear for a while. And so it was coming into my light strength. They were offering that, and at one point I had to put my hands up to the paws. Like I had to climb up on something to get high enough so that our hands and paws would touch. And at some point I saw the light building, spiraling around the entire circle, like just spiraling around and moving upward, but then it went deep into the earth. It just went into the earth and it kept spiraling. And I don't know, at one point my breathing was deeper. I was much more grounded. Of course, there were tears. It was just a blessing all around. And at one point I saw certain animals around the world stop and look up and just be there, centered and taking note of the energies. And I spoke with them at the end. There's other things, but I didn't get them written down because I was also listening to the beautiful shares previously. So that's what I'll leave it with is I saw this animal look up and take note, just fully there. And this spiraling So thank you, Polar Bear. Thank you, all of you.
Oh, so moving, Laurel. Really, really moving. Yeah, powerful experience for you. It's gonna be with you for a while. I think once we finish our gathering, just take a few notes and just be still for a while with that. Oh, okay. Going back, Inga said, hugging my polar bear was like hugging an old friend after a long time. I felt that he feels the same joy as me. I just wanted to stay there with him. I also had a polar bear toy as a child. He made me remember him now. I had a polar bear toy as a child, and I still do. But where's he gone? Has he gone? He's in the room somewhere. I just can't bring myself to throw him out. I just couldn't do that. Where are you? He's in here somewhere. Sophie also said lots and lots of tears here too. One of the most moving power-ups I have ever experienced. Such a connection and oneness with a beautiful bear, just pure love. Yeah, it was really powerful, wasn't it? It was 23 minutes, but it didn't need to be any longer, I don't think. Carla said that was amazing. Thank you, P. Polar Bear. Then she popped out. And Angie, let me come to you next as you're here. There you go.
That was really powerful. I've, as you know, spent quite a lot of time with bears, but never with polar bears. This was a really new experience for me. And I'm sitting on a swivel chair, and as soon as we settled, I found I had to just slightly turn, which faced me north. And I was very aware of the night skies and sitting with my hands out. And then the energy coming out of each hand was like a flat-sided beam. So it was really strong, and it was kind of converging, going into the skies. And I too was very aware of the aurora, of the greens in the skies, of the stars, of the connection to the heavens, as well as the fact we were talking about the earth and the water, this real connection with the heavens. It was, I mean, I was like everybody else. I was crying. I really didn't want to come back. And there were, every now and then I was slightly ahead of what was going on. I was sort of kind of aware of connecting with the crystalline grid of healing. And at one time it looked like the earth was between my hands. And then after that, we came away. But when you said, how does your breath feel? I noticed my breath had just changed. And it was as if my breathing was going like the Arctic wind over the ice. It was completely magical, and very, very strong, very powerful and wonderful. Just thank you. Thank you to the bears. Thank you for this evening. Thank you for enabling it, P.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I can feel that you really were deep, deep with them.
Yep.
Wow. Amazing. Oh, love that. Laurel, would you like to share with us, my love? There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, P. Thank you.
Hello.
After the initial meeting with the bear on the ice in the north, I had a different perspective because I know some polar bears personally. Here at the Toronto Zoo, we've had several orphans who've come from the Arctic and grown up at the zoo, and we've had births at the zoo. Because as you know, all good accredited zoos like ours have conservation and breeding programs to keep endangered species alive. And so I have several polar bear friends. And after I talked with the wild one, I connected with kind of my favorite polar bear, who's no longer at our zoo. He's in Quebec now. And talked with him. And I was actually surprised at some of the answers and a little disconcerted because I get the feeling he's not that happy there. He misses his brother that he grew up with here, who's still here. And he said a very odd thing, because of course in Quebec it's colder winters than it is here. And he also said he misses his brother Hudson. His name is Humphrey, by the way, the bear I was talking with. He misses his brother Hudson. And then he said, I don't like it here in Quebec. And I said, well, why? And he said, it's cold. And I said, but you're supposed to like the cold. And he said, I don't. That is a weird thing for a polar bear to say. So that's it. I just loved with the wild polar bear, we embraced and we, face to face, and I'm a kissy person. So of course I'm kissing all of them on the nose and just kissy and the same thing with Humphrey. And it was just so nice to connect with them and also connect with the one that I know personally.
Yeah. So good. Thank you, my love, for sharing that.
Thank you.
Okay. Sandra said, I feel like I went into deep trance when my bear got really close to my face and eyes and received a download. When I was back, I was reminded of me being a healer. Yeah, the hug was like a divine love blanket, says Delphina. Rima, I have a polar bear stuffed now. Polar bear stuff? A stuffed polar bear? Is that what you mean? I don't get everything I'm reading today. Polar bear stuff. Annette said, the polar bears told me I needed angels. I have to meditate on that, I think. But perhaps I have seen angels as something in the distance. They showed me that they continue being here in spirit form too, like angels. I feel more connected now to that realm and to everything I think. And cleansed. Beautiful. Sandra's still in the power of the polar bears. She's can't speak now. She's still receiving. You get that, my love. Lots of other lovely comments. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to try something new, and I'm hoping that you're open to this, because we've got just over 15 minutes. I think it would be really nice to trial something together, and for me to put you into very, very tiny breakout rooms of like 3 people, and for you just to meet others and to share your polar bear experiences, whatever that is, even if you go, if you don't want to do that, you could just stay here in the big room, because at the end we'll gather together again. But if it's okay, I invite you to come into smaller spaces with each other. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. And we'll probably do that for about 10 minutes. I'll give you a little reminder. If you've not done a breakout room before, what happens is on your screen with whatever device you're using, a little pop-up comes up just inviting you to join a room, and you just accept that, and then you'll get taken through to that room with 2 other members of the Pride. And then chat about your polar bear experience together. And also if you feel like, I don't understand why people are having these amazingly emotional, deep, powerful experiences when I just was listening, but I didn't feel like anything was working for me. Be honest, share that as well, because there's going to be somebody in your room that might be able to support you with that. I think that's it. It's kind of nice to do a bit of a talking stick in the breakout rooms where somebody gets to share, then it's the next person that shares, and it's the next person that shares. But if people start crying, feel free to interject and also offer them support as well. I know some people are going to head out, but for those of you that are going to stay, let me work out how to action this, because this is new. So 1 second while I do my maths. Okay. And if you have any problem at all, just come to the main room and speak to me. Okay, lovelies. I'm going to open the rooms now, and I'll give you a 1 minute towards the end as well to let you know when you're coming back. So just click on that, and I'll make sure that you can speak to each other so that you can unmute. Yep. Okay, is everybody getting their prompts? Should be on your screen. And when you see it, press it. Isabella, have you not had a prompt, love? Not seen it? You should be able to unmute yourself, by the way, to talk to me.
I never get anything. It's my second year and it's just really heartbreaking.
Oh, why can I not move you? Let me see if I can do it from here. Move.
No, I mean, I don't connect.
Oh, you don't connect. Well, we need to talk about that then, don't we? We need to have
I keep on meaning to write to you, but I sort of feel you've got loads on your mind. And I've read your books and it's just, I'm just not getting it at all.
You're probably trying too hard, Isabella. Are you probably expecting something?
Well, I am expecting something.
Yeah, but expecting too much is what I'm thinking. Or you're receiving, but you're dismissing it.
I don't think so. I mean, I try with my own dog, and most of the time I know she's trying to say something to me, and I just don't know what.
Yeah, I'm going to move this person to...
I don't know what to do.
Well, we need to have a conversation, don't we? I'm just moving some people because they are not. Are you all right, Catherine? Did you have a room?
Yes, I was in room 8, but nobody came.
Nobody came.
No.
So let's move you to 6. There you go. You see that? It says you've not joined yet. Can you see that on your screen, love? Yeah, she's gone. Is there anyone else here that would like to go in a room that's not managed to, or are you all here because you don't want to go in a room? Speak to me. You can unmute. If you want to speak to me and want to go into a room, then let me know and I will help you out. Some of you look like you're not joining. So Isabella, when I'm relaying the species communication, what's going on for you?
I'm just hearing it, and very often, like now with the polar bear, at one point during that silence, I suddenly thought, I was listening, but actually I've no idea what was said.
Okay. Okay. So you drifted off then. You lost your focus went somewhere else, which may have been taking you into communication, or it might be that you're tired.
No.
Okay. So you just lost the words at some point and you didn't know where you were.
Well, yes, and even when people give feedback, like Viv is just always full of stuff to say, and it's like, really? And Delphine, and I'm so impressed and jealous and everything, and I just nothing.
Yeah. So one tip is to not judge yourself by anybody else, okay? Because you're your own unique energetic being. They have been communicating in various ways with different forms of life for years. They're not newbies in any way. So if we then judge ourselves by somebody that's much further down the journey of energetic communication, then we're just going to make ourselves small and get into that place of ego. And when we're in the place of ego, we can't connect through the heart because we're just in comparison and being logical and why can't I, and jealous. It means that your heart's closed. So yeah, you would hear the words, but you wouldn't be able to form the connection because you're still in your head. So you just have to think about, well, this is where I am right now. And I'm going to enter into this. I'm going to listen to the words and allow the experience to happen, because really it's about surrendering. It's not about trying too hard, and it's definitely not about comparison. If we listen to the words, we get drawn into the energy of the species, and then the communication, which doesn't have to be thought forms in any way. Sometimes that's just somebody's strength. It could be the emotional feeling we have, or we are able to feel the fur of the polar bear. And it might just be a little glimpse of an energetic impression during that whole communication, but that's the start. And then we build on that because we go, well, I did feel that one thing. So I was connected. My heart was open in that moment, and I had that true energetic connection with that species. Please don't ever expect to get everything that other people are getting, because they have been doing this consistently for years. So they're just much further down. You know, Delphina talks to everything all the time. You know, she's in a different energy sphere, Delphina, and Viv does a lot of work, and she's taken a lot of courses. So really, I want you to bring your focus back to you and your journey from this place today, right now, to your next experience and your next experience. So I'd invite you to listen to the replay. Take your time first, relaxing. Take however long it needs. It can be longer than the time that I've created in this session. And finding a time in the day that works for you. Maybe it's the morning when you're not too tired, you know, where the energy feels stiller and quieter where you are. Find a space where you can sit upright so you're less likely to fall asleep as well.
I don't often fall asleep, actually.
That's good.
No. I mean, my meditation every day is sitting up, and that goes well. And I do talk any animal now I see, any creature, any flying insect. I talk in my head with them. I don't know if I hear anything. I mean,
yeah.
But
so my other tip for you then would to be focused more on the listening. Ask a question, but then hold space for 10 minutes just to listen, just to be receptive, not expecting anything, you know, in any kind of way, but being open and curious to what you might experience. And then if anything happens at all, and it could be that a bird comes and stands on a branch over you and starts just having a little chirp, as a way of demonstrating, oh yeah, you're open. You might not hear me, but you're open, because that's another step forward. Focus on the listening more, my love, rather than the talking. That also helps. Just being present and in that active state of, I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I'm like a little child, heart open, and I'm curious. What may or may not happen, what I may or may not receive, in whichever way. It might be gut knowing, it might not be thought forms or emotions or images, you know, or the physical sensations, smells or tastes. It might just be that gut knowing.
Okay.
But don't give up.
No, I don't want to give up. I know I can. I know I can do it, but it's just not happening.
It's there because you're born with it. Just remember that this is innate. You're born with it. The challenge that we have as human beings is getting past our ego, getting past our expectations.
And the brainwashing.
And the brainwashing and all of that stuff. Yeah. And just entering back into the innocence of this natural coexistence with all of life. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, my love. I better just quickly broadcast a message to people to let them know they have a minute.
With the communications of the animals that we get in the Pride, is it possible to download them to listen to them when one is offline?
No, we don't do that, just because people might start sharing them with
okay,
you know, anybody or anywhere. So we don't do that. You do need to be logged into the Pride membership site. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it'll be very interesting to see how people enjoy their breakout rooms. So are you on a computer, or what device are you on?
On a laptop.
On a laptop. So did you not see the little message either that came up?
About joining?
About joining a room?
Yeah, I clicked not now.
Oh, you click not now. Okay, well, that's good to know that you saw it.
Oh, yes, yes. No, but you said some people could stay in the big room, so I thought
I did say that. I said it. But I'm just interested to know that you have seen it. So another month you could... Well,
I've joined the rooms when we've done the campfire, but you've never given the option for staying in the big room.
I know, you can't on a campfire. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh, loads of people left by the looks of it. Listen, no, they're taking longer to come back. It's okay. So I'd love just to hear a couple of voices or maybe chat comments. Did you like going into a breakout room or not? What would you give it out of 10? If 10's great, 1 is really didn't enjoy that. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know. Most of you are like really enjoying it. This is good. That's
great.
Oh, Kinga spoke for the first time. Hi. Great. Katie said not so good. 6. Okay. Maybe not for you. All right. I think what I might do in the future is allow 10 minutes for breakout rooms in every power up, but also to hold space for anyone that Sandra wanted more time. Yeah, because you had such a big experience. There may be more time next time. It also depends, you know, I'm trying to balance having people speak to the whole space, reading out some of the chats and also the breakout rooms. But I think there is a way for us. But I think it would be nice in the power-ups to give the option of, oh yeah, okay, Katie, I get it, my love, not feeling that great. To give the option of the small rooms with just 3s, and I'll also hold space for anyone, like Isabella and I had a really good chat about where she is with her communication. For those people that want to not go in a room or can't go in a room. Yeah, having a choice not to go. Yeah, because some people are too tired or too emotional or too like, oh my God, what just happened with polar bear? So you can say that in a group of 3. And I know we're bang on the dot here, but I also want to say, explain 3s to you, because I've learned this recently, that the San Bushmen go out in 3s. And they go out in 3s because if they're going hunting as one person, that one person can convince themselves that they are tracking the animal, even if they're way off, because they'll just go, oh yeah, I'm doing it. If they go out in 2s, what they discovered can happen is that they can enter into conflict, because it's, no, I'm right. No, I'm right. No, you're wrong. I'm right, kind of stuff. But they discovered that when they went out in 3s, they entered into conversation. And it was more of a dialogue among them. And then their hunting became much more successful. I know we don't like the idea of hunting, but I'm just trying to explain that these, ancient peoples that are so in touch with the land have come to find that 3s work really well energetically. And so that's what we'll do. We'll try and aim for 3s. I know some of you may have been in a 2, but mostly you were 3s. Okay, beautiful session. I would like to be able to tell you when we're meeting again, but I don't know. Let me see if I can quickly find it. It's February something. February the 7th. So we're now going to be meeting on the first Wednesday of every month. I'm going to keep it to the Wednesdays throughout 2024. And the campfires will be around either the solstice or equinox on Tuesdays, just to make it simpler. And all those dates will be in the email that I send you as well. And I think that's everything. I think that's everything, everybody. If you would like to join 7 Days of Rest, which is happening at 9 a.m. every morning from the 1st to the 7th of January, you can sign up using the link in the chat, or just email me. They're 15-minute sessions with Winter Warsthorn and I, where we are holding space for animals to share messages with you about the themes of the day. Though today was slightly funny because it was Ancient Father and their themes weren't necessarily ancient fatherly, but it was powerful anyway. It was still good. But if you'd like to join us for that, you're very welcome. And if you can't make the lives, there are also replays available, but you do need to register. And it's completely free. Should say that it's completely free. Just to let you know, I will be out of the office for the last probably 2 weeks of this month. I'm actually having a holiday. Not a work-related anything, just a holiday. So overdue, I can't tell you. But I'll be back with quite a lot in February, starting on the 1st of February. I'm offering, and this is the first time I'm announcing it to anyone, I'm offering Communicate with Animals, 3 workshops, 1 a week, completely free. So if you would like to join me for that, there will be an email winging your way either this week or early next week, which you can sign up for that. And if you can't make the live stream sessions, there will also be replays and all the details will be in the emails for you. Oh, Sandra, who's that with you? Who is that? Put it in the chat.
It's one of our cats. It's Minnie.
Mimi.
Yeah, she came when I was having my download. She came to
be with you.
be with
And
me,
Chris, your
and now
cat's
she's
here. Beautiful. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Beautiful session. So powerful. I'm now going to bring our session to a close, our sacred ceremony, with much love and gratitude to Polar Bear and to all of you here live on the replays, all of the animals holding this space. Much love.
Yeah. Pete, can you share I'm sure you had music, right? And I put it in the chat. I was 3 minutes late, so I'm not sure what music you shared, but
What was it? It was 2 tracks. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it in the email because I need to go and find it. I'll do that. All right. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Much love.
Thank
And
you.
see you in February. Email me if you need me.
Okay.